Green Zoro is one of the most controversial leaders I've ever seen. They've been going super crazy on Twitter with it. Take a look. You have one tweet right here referring to one Green Zoro swings 12K 2 times, featuring one of the most legendary crash outs. You have another tweet right here. I don't even know what's going. This is kind of crazy actually. So they're having a meeting here and they're saying they're hitting on Green Zoro. I'm not gonna read the caption, y'all can read it. And the community's just been memeing on this deck over and over again to the point where someone even had this crash out tweet here saying, yeah, man, getting real sick of everyone dogging on Zoros personally, blah, blah, blah. And look, I don't want to be a part of the dogging. So today I'm going to give y'all my take on Green Zoro, and I'm gonna help teach y'all Green Zoro players. Everybody's hating on you. Let me help y'all out. Also, this is a new channel I'm trying to grow, so I would really appreciate it if y'all could like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into it. So for those of y'all who haven't read Green Zoro yet, this is Don H3, activate main. If this leader has battled your opponent's character during this turn, set this leader as active, and then this card cannot attack characters with an original cost of 7 or less during this turn. So this card's absolutely insane, right? If you attach 3 onto it, you swing with it, your opponent tries to use a blocker, you can just restand and attack your opponent's face again. So basically, you're going to be running down your opponent's life throughout the entire game. And we also have some very strong cards here, like Tashigi is the main card of the deck. You can rest up cards of 6 cost or less, and you get to attach 3 down to the leader, right? So on our 5 down turn, for example, we can rest the card our opponent played on their 4 down, attach 3 down to Zoro, and we can kill their unit while also swinging AK at their face while also establishing a 7K unit. It's honestly really, really nuts. And the more Tashigi you see, the crazier it gets. And this is obviously just hyper aggressive because we have the 8K swing, we have the 7K body. And then beyond that, we also have another card, Kuina here. This is going to be very strong in lethal scenarios. You can basically consider this as a 1 Dawn, rest 4 when going for lethal. And obviously, this is also going to be very strong on the 4 Dawn turn of going second as well. It's kind of like we're like Green Lucci, kind of. We're like Green Lucci, but only in the early game. In the late game, like, so we clear all their early game units, and in the late game, they just lose the game because we just keep jamming 8, 10, 12. Like, we're just going crazy. We even have a restand event here. Do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember a Green Kid from set 1 where you had to pay 3 Dawn, discard, and set your leader as active? Green Zoro just has this as an event. So this is insane. This is like Green Lucci combined with Kid, combined with like the green package. Like, honestly, it's really, really nuts. So this is the main concept behind the deck. Aside from that, green got some really strong support this set. So first of all, this Green Zoro leader got 8 searchers for slash and events. So this is insane. So now our one of events like electrical Luna, for example, they're actually going to be searchable off of our Hioris and Peronas, which is very, very insane. Green never had this before. And 9 cost Zoro is finally also searchable as well. So now we can just include like 1 or 2 9 cost Zoro if we want to deal with matchups like Enel, for example. This new Mihawk card is also absolutely insane. It's basically like a 4 Dawn, 8K blocker. Obviously, you have to wait until 8 Dawn, but this is very, very strong. And this card also combos very well with Waterfall. This card is typically used at 4 copies, but I chose to take this card down to 3 and play 1 Zoro as well. And then we also have Koshiro here. This card's also insane because it just prevents removal, basically. It prevents destruction effects against our cards like Tashigi or Cavendish. Thankfully in the meta right now, destruction doesn't seem too common because like even Lucci, for example, kind of just Lucci and Sakazuki, they kind of just get run over by Zoro swinging like 8 the entire game. So like this card's low-key kind of just cosplay right now. I mean, it's good in random situations, like against maybe like Mulgun, for example, is pretty good. But for the most part, this card is honestly just a blocker. And then for our 2K count here, I have 2 Izo, 4 Tashigi, and 4 Kozaburo. So this card's going to be very, very good against Rayleigh, just being able to rest down their buggy and destroy it. And this Izo here is honestly just supposed to be a backup play against Rayleigh. Rayleigh is one of the hardest matchups, and I'm expecting it to be pretty popular. So I just wanted to have 10 4-down plays against Rayleigh, right? So in the event we don't see Quina or we don't see Kozabaru, having this Izo to rest stuff down is pretty good. And Izo can also be pretty good like in the mid to late game anyways, just getting like a random rest against a blocker while saving Deadman's game in our hand to use on like the following turn or stuff. So this is my card of choice. I know people also typically use X Drake. I've never actually played X Drake while playing this deck, so I just chose to go with Izo. But if I'm tripping, then y'all can go to X Drake, but personally, I thought Ezo might be the better inclusion. Next up, we have Zoro here. So this card is mainly for the mirror match. I think people typically play 0 or 2 copies of this card, but I'm expecting Green Zoro to be very, very popular. And because of that, I would like this card to be included in the mirror match. Honestly, I almost wanted to include 4 copies, but I instead opted to include more events that would be like stronger across the board. But this is a card that might definitely go to 4. If Green Zoro becomes less popular, then I would cut back on this card. But at least for the start of the meta, I feel like it's obligatory to play like 3 or 4 copies of this card. Next up, Cavendish. Cavendish is also very strong. This is kind of just like a backup play to Tashigi. Obviously, Tashigi is the ideal card we want to see, but in the case we don't see Tashigi, Cavendish is a perfect backup. This card just allows for a lot of pressure because on our future turns, we'll just be restanding 2 down for free. And this deck also doesn't have like the greatest defensive potential. So having this card as a deterrent that your opponent has to swing into is also very, very strong. Then I already talked about these cards earlier. Mihawk is just insane. It's a 4 cost AK blocker. It's kind of too good to not include. Honestly, I think there'll be games where you don't even need to include Mihawk, where you might actually just attach all Dawn and literally just jam face. But I do think Mihawk is pretty great more often than not, and it's just very defensive with waterfall. So obviously we'll include this card in the deck. And then we also have 9 Zoro here. This card's mainly for the Enel matchup. Maybe if you're going to an official tournament, you can cut this card and go back up to 4 Mihawk, because I'm not quite sure how many people would actually be crazy enough to take Enel to an official tournament. But if you're in locals and stuff like that, I'm sure Enel's a very popular deck. It's pretty fun for a lot of people. So having even 1 9-cost Zoro is really good. If Enel is really popular at where you're at, just go crazy. Just up this card to 2 copies, cut back on one of these events, and just go ahead and up 9 Zoro up to 2 copies. Then we have an event lineup. So we have this card here, 0 cost. I know in Japan, they were playing like up to 3 copies of this card, but we're actually not playing Hody Jones in this list. So I think we can only get away. I think we can safely get away with 1 copy of this, because when we had Hody Jones in the deck, we had like 16 counterless cards, right? Like we had 4, 7, 8, 12. We had like 12 counterless cards. I mean, I have 13 here with Luna, but Luna's like fake. Like Luna's can so frequently be used defensively, I don't really count it. But anyways, we have like 12, right? When we had Hody Jones, we had 16. We no longer have 16 bricks. Therefore, I think we can get away with just playing 1 copy of these, maybe even 0 if you don't want to opt for another event like Waterfall. Next up, we have Waterfall. Waterfall plus Mihawk is going to be a very, very strong combination against the Rayleigh matchup. So that's the main reason I include it. I almost consider playing 2 copies of this card, but I think Electric Luna is so good in random situations that I chose to play 1 in 1 of these. But you can definitely consider making this Luna a second Waterfall. But right now, I'm currently Team Luna. I think it's just really good in random situations. Like it's like you just have to play it and see it. Like it's pretty good. Deadman's Games. So instead of playing Hody Jones, we still have Deadman's Games, which can still rest up to 2 of our opponent's characters or Dawn cards. So I think this honestly is still really effective. Like we can do like Deadman's Game, and then we can swing 9 and then use this recent leader, swing 9 again. Like this is honestly pretty good compared to Hody, right? Like I think honestly using this and this leads to better lethal potential than Hody Jones, right? Because if we were using Hody Jones, we'd be going like 8-8, or if you want to get like wicked and use resentiment, we'd be going like 5-5-8, right? Like actually being able to use Deadman's Game and then swing 9-9 is honestly just so much better. The main reason people used to use Hody Jones was honestly because of the blue purple Luffy matchup, and with blue purple Luffy not only being less popular, well, like yeah, I'm just gonna say less popular because people claim to slap, but with Blue Purple Luffy losing 9 Mom, like honestly, I don't even think we need Hody Jones to win the game anyways. Like you can probably just jam face and still finesse the game, like honestly. So I'm definitely team no Hody Jones and team Deadman's Game right now. I would definitely play 2 copies of this. I do see some people include 1, but I think 2 is definitely the safer count. Electrical Luna, as I just mentioned, it's just randomly a very good defensive card, especially against matchups like GP Luffy or Rayleigh. It can go kind of crazy. Another card I also wanted to consider for the Rayleigh matchup was Rashomon. Because this can straight up just pop 2 of your opponent's rested cards. But I did choose top for Electrical Luna because on top of still being pretty good against Rayleigh, I think it can be pretty strong across the board. So this is just one of my defensive cards of choice. But as I said, you could swap it out if you're not feeling too good about it for another waterfall or not. I think this card, it really is a preference card. It's a card that's really hard to say if it's 100% correct or not, because it's really just up to the scenarios you encounter. But I think it's pretty good. Then lastly, we have 4 of this event. I've seen some people play 3 of this. I'm never playing 3 of this. I'm definitely playing 4. As Zoro, we're just swinging 8. We're just swinging like 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Like we're just going crazy the entire game. So we definitely want to max out on reset events. You can use upwards to like 3 copies of this in one game. Typically, you're only going to use 2 max, but I'm just saying, like, you want to see it and you'll be using multiple copies. So I think 4 copies is definitely the way. With that being said, I want to talk a bit about Green Zoro's matchups. This is how I view the matchups for Green Zoro right now. So basically, all like these slower control decks are just going to be pretty favored for the most part. Bonnie is in a unique spot because Bonnie has the leader ability, which, rests 1 card every single turn. And you're also going to have cards like 8 cost Kid or 10 cost Doflamingo on top of a lot of low cost blockers. That's going to provide you a lot of defense against the Green Zoro deck. So Bonnie can actually get there. And then Rayleigh's just generally too high progressive for Zoro to keep up with. I think it is possible to beat Rayleigh if you get like a Walton Luna, or if you get a really good like Waterfall and Mihawk combo going. But for the most part, this is going to be disadvantageous. And then GP Luffy's a weird one. I almost want to call this matchup like slightly favored, but it really just depends on what you and the GP Luffy see, right? So from the GP Luffy's perspective, they have to see like a lot of Sanji puddings. Like, to be honest, they got to see like back to back to like, they got to go crazy with the Sanji puddings to win the matchup. If they don't, I think they're generally losing for the most part. From the Zoro's perspective, you got to see Tashigi's. Like, if you see Tashigi's, you're good. But like compared to GP Luffy, like you have like a lot of searchers for Tashigi's. And I think you also have a good amount of backup plays too, like even like Kuina, for example. And also going second against GP Luffy, a lot of people make this mistake, so I'll say it now. When you play Kuina on 4 Dawn, you just want to leave it be. Then on 5 Dawn, you want to use both Kuina and the Tashigi in order to just clear the first Sanji pudding. That's gonna let you go a long way against the GP Luffy matchup, because I'll see a lot of people not do that, and I think it's pretty much free game. Like, they'll try to save the Kuina for later in the game. I don't think it's worth it. I think you should straight up just get rid of the first Sanji pudding off the rip. So that's just some advice there. But this is just a matchup spread here. Let's go ahead and look at some gameplay. All right, so we're going to be doing a matchup against Rayleigh here. As I mentioned earlier, this matchup is supposed to be unfavored. So let's see if we can get there. I have Tashigi on curve, which is strong. I don't have a 5-down player right now, but I have Perona to search for it, or I even have Deadman's Game to rest their units. Let's go ahead and try to keep this and see if we can make some magic happen. So see, I get off this. I get Kuina, which is actually pretty good. I have access to both Kuina and Cavendish. I do think my preference here is actually going to be Kuina. I think Kuina is going to extend our life here, which should go pretty hard. Pause. I could have also gotten Izo as well. But I don't know. I don't think Izo's gonna like really put in work next turn. I'm expecting for them to play Buggy. Okay, they didn't play Buggy, they played Hancock, but I still think I'm overall fine with the decision I made. Then I think we're gonna go ahead and swing double 5s. Gotta make some magic happen. Okay. Give us a Conquerors. That's interesting they guarded that. I normally like to guard my first unit as Rayleigh, but maybe that's just a poor player, bad habit on my end. I actually don't have a 2K. We'll be all right. We have the Mihawk Waterfall combo, which is really strong, actually. Yo. Five at 2. Okay. Our Kuina got some defense, which is, hey, I'm not complaining. That's beneficial for us. Okay, then they're gonna go 8 here. I think that was that a good boa? I don't think that was a good boa, but who knows, bro? And look, it's just simple, bro. We just going 8-8, boom, 8-8, boom. That's how we do it. All right, and then pass. Okay, so honestly, we're looking pretty strong so far. I think this queen is going to be pretty good. I might try to Perona and see if I can get another. Okay, I don't know. It's actually close because I don't know if I want to get another Tashigi and then have this Luffy definitely stay alive, or if I just want to swing bigger into the Luffy. Difficult decision. I mean, I already have some strong like defensive plays coming up. Um, yeah, we'll see. See, so they're gonna go 8 here. I'll just take that. And then they didn't swing with the buggy. Interesting. Okay. So they didn't leave any Don up. I could definitely get rid of this Luffy and force one of these to come at Quina. I wonder if that's the play. I think this is fine, honestly. I think I'll do it. So we'll do this. Touch 3 down here. And then we're going to go 11 and just definitely get rid of this. Restand. Then we're going to be going 7. Then we're going to be going 11. Okay, still pretty good for us. Yeah, I think I just had to get rid of the Luffy. I think if the Luffy lives and they Mulligan, that would be like really annoying. I think it was fine to commit all my Don. Maybe I could have used one Don to search because their Luffy was 6K, right? So I probably could have used or maybe it's fine the way I did it because it would have forced him to use like 3 events. Yeah, it's probably fine the way I did it. That was kind of okay. I guess I get it rather than leaving Queen on the board. Cause like what, there's a chance I would guard out of 1K for 2K 1K. Yeah, I guess there's a chance I would do that. Sanji. And yeah, this Sanji is about to go ballistic. Damn, they went down to 1 life. That's bold. This is very bold. So see what they do here. So that I'm definitely guarding out just for 2K. Keep it light. And then 7 at 5. That's honestly that's also tempting to guard out of. I think I'll still take it though, but that was definitely very tempting to guard out of. So we'll do this, restand 4, and then I think I just want to clear this and go face for as much Don as I can. 9 is probably okay though. I have to give me 3 cards to stay up. I don't think they can. I don't think they can actually like kill me next turn. But also I don't. I don't think they can beat 9. I don't know what. I don't think they have a follow up play. After me going 9, to be honest. Or I guess they could try to defend out of this Sanji. That might be their best line. Let's see if that's what they do. Okay, no. Interesting. Let me see if they take this 9 first. I feel like I don't think they play Divine Departure. I know they have Mulgun, and oh no, they already used Mulgun. Honestly, I think it's fine. I think I'll just pass with the 1 Dawn. Worst case, I'll just like top deck an event if need be. But So we're pretty much chilling right now. Yeah, Mihawk and Waterfall goes hard, bro. For sure. Yo, they might try to mulligan this. Okay, I'm scared. I'm a 2K 1K. I feel like I think their only line to win is actually to like meet a Restus and them to mulligan it. So I'm gonna just leave this standing. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, what did they reveal again? Yo, I actually forgot what they revealed. They revealed 0 costs and 2 costs. Okay, now I think I'm like guaranteed to win the game, regardless of what I do. So, oh, I have another Mihawk as well. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. So this is 4 Don 6. I guess I'll make the safe play. Yeah, honestly, I'm down to make the safe play. Just swing 9, Mihawk, swing into Sanji, and then swing leader. I think that's the safest play I can make, and I don't think they can beat me doing that. Maybe I just go 8 even. Even just going 8, I think is fine. What? 2, 4, 6, 8. It's impossible. They can't guard 15 because one of their cards in hand is a brick. Oh, actually, I guess it is possible if they have 4 2. Nah. It's like they could have double conquerors, but like the odds are just so low. Oh, so did they have a second Mogan that I knew of? I don't know, but yeah, that's just game GG's. That's it for the Green Zoro video. Let me know what y'all's Green Zoro decks are looking like. I feel like I have a bit of controversial choices here because I have like the 3 Mihawk, for example. I think it's also rare to see both Waterfall and Luna used, and I think a lot of people are also lower on the 4 Zoro that's used for the mirror match. So just let me know y'all's thoughts on that. And with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.